Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're back here in the Rocky Mountains, and today I'm going to be heading down to this little creek. I'm going to set up a nice little tarp shelter, and yeah, we're going to have a fire, cook up some really good food, and just have a good time. So yeah, looking forward to it, and let's do it. Alright guys, welcome to the Waiparis River Valley in the Rocky Mountains. For those of you that are new here, this is an area that I frequent quite a bit. Though there is a new spot that I want to try out. There's kind of like a cool little riverbed that runs through the forest. So gonna go see what's around there, follow the creek a bit, and see if we can find a cool spot. So I actually had plans of doing an overnighter up to a lake pretty deep in the mountains, beautiful lake, and I do still plan on doing that, but the fire restrictions actually got lifted in this area. Generally with the wildfires and all that, you're not allowed to have fires for a good portion of the year. So when we get a bunch of rain like we have been, and those fire bans get lifted, I kind of like to come out to these crown land areas and have a little fire and stuff. So one thing that's interesting about this area is it's very, very moist. It's almost rainforest like. You got this carpeting moss everywhere, mushrooms, the old man's beard, kind of a type of moss that's on the, oh, big spider there, kind of a moss that's on the trees there. It's sort of like the west coast. So as around Alberta around here, like I said, this is pretty rare, it's more dry. But as you go west towards the ocean, towards British Columbia, you get a lot more of this. And I love this kind of stuff. So yeah, definitely not mad about it. Yeah, so here's those mushrooms that I was talking about. Oh, that thing is, try to show you guys. So that thing is massive. I mean, there's my hand next to it. Yeah, you don't see those often around Alberta, except for in like these kind of moist pockets. So super cool. Old man's beard. Edible. Makes a good tea too. Well, here we are, made it to the river, and I think we'll call this home. Guys, I'm already loving this spot, to be honest. I kind of wanted to find somewhere where I could sleep on top of this moss, just because for one, it's comfy, but two, it's been raining a ton, so if it does rain, it'll kind of absorb that moisture in very well, and it won't pool around me. But so what I'm kind of thinking is I'm going to set up my tarp right here, we'll sleep along there. I'm going to probably move this log that I was sitting on, and we'll have a fire kind of right here. So we'll get started on the tarp first. So my plan is I'm gonna take the tarp, tie it from that tree, or put one end on that tree, one end on this tree. We'll secure it at the back, and then pretty much use a taut line hitch and tie it to one of the trees around. So we'll see if that works. Also, a little side note, just noticed that, oh wow, first of all, the amount of mosquitoes crawling on my phone. But I just noticed my mic was a little bit weird in the last couple clips, so just want to mention that. It should be good now, but well, home sweet home. Took a little while, but got the tarp set up, and I am very confident that if we get some rain, this will protect me. And I have been hearing some thunder, so I'm thinking there might be a little bit of something in a bit here. But yeah, this is honestly one of my favorite spots that I've ever camped. It is just beautiful, so lush around here. Oh, it's like a magical rainforest. But the mosquitoes are terrible. I really regret not bringing any off. But yeah, so now we're going to try to find some wood that's somewhat dry, and we'll start a fire here. Okay, so pretty much ready to get the fire going here. You'll notice when it is wet, one of the things I like to try to do is not have any bark kind of on the wood that's at least, you know, starting the fire. Later on it's okay, but that bark is all wet, right, and a couple meters into the wood. So I'm trying to use just kind of the inner stuff, right, because that's pretty dry. And then I just took a little bit more time. We have like a feather stick going here as well, so see how it goes. So now that got the fire going, I'm gonna start cooking up my food. And let me tell you guys, I have a absolute feast tonight. So everything's wrapped in tin foil. I kind of prepped it in the car there before I walked out to the spot. I mean, yeah, we got tons of stuff. Got sausage, got I don't even remember, to be honest. I just have a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, sausage, I think it was chorizo. And then in one of these, I've got mushrooms and green peppers. There's some garlic butter tossed in there as well. So those will cook up together. And then I have baby potatoes, another one with some butter as well. I was gonna put all the vegetables together, but just kind of ran out of room. And this one got a hole through it. It's triple wrapped, so pretty much I'm gonna take the outer layer off and just kind of readjust it. Just try not to leak juices out all over the place, if you know what I mean. And yeah, so we'll get all that stuff on there. I'm thinking the potatoes will take about an hour, or sorry, potatoes and the other vegetables, can't talk today. Potatoes and the other vegetables will take about half an hour. Probably do 45 minutes on the sausage, but yeah, get more firewood and stuff in the meantime. Okay, so vegetables have been on there for about half an hour. I'm going to take a look, see how these are cooking up. I'm hoping they're done, and generally when I do potatoes, they're cooked pretty sufficiently after about half an hour. I'm really glad I triple wrapped this, because definitely some holes in the outer layer. Okay, potatoes are cooked actually completely perfect. So I'm gonna wrap those up. I'm gonna go, just because I don't want to spill food around my campsite, and I've been pretty cautious of keeping this contained so far. I'm gonna probably go 100 meters down the river or so to eat. So I won't show you guys the whole thing yet, but I'm gonna check on the mushrooms too. Probably give the sausage another 20 minutes or so, just to be sure. And then yeah, we'll dig in. Super excited for this. All right, guys. Well, finally got the food all cooked up. So dig into that. The one thing I haven't really looked at yet is the one thing I'm not too sure about is the sausage. So I'm hoping that's cooked, but you guys know the tradition. First things first, I get a special drink and take a drink of that. And today, water. No, I'm just kidding. Nothing special today. Trying to keep it healthy lately, so decided to skip out on like the pop or root beer or whatever I normally get. You guys that have been around a while know I just usually when I go to the grocery store, I just kind of buy the weirdest drink that I can find. Okay, so first things first, show you guys the potatoes. These are always a big hit when when I'm camping, so excited for these. Oh wait, whoops. Ooh, that looks good. Sorry, these are the green peppers and the mushrooms. Holy, does that ever look good. So I'll show you guys there. Wow, those cooked up honestly beautifully. And then, oh, and I really should have brought a plate. That was a mistake on my part. Oh, the potatoes. Wow. Potatoes. And then, last but not least, let's take a look at the sausage. And yeah, it's kind of inevitable to drip a little bit of juice around. That's why I'm eating away from my campsite. Let's see. Okay, and then to be honest, I can't really tell if the sausage are cooked. Okay. I don't have a meat thermometer, but those are definitely cooked, I'm pretty sure. It's just, they're not, I'm used to them cooked over the fire, so they get a bit more of a char on them, where these are a bit more steamed just because they're obviously in the tin foil. But these are Asiago cheese and red pepper. So there's those. I'm gonna kind of lay this all out. Sorry, I kind of got cut off there, but yeah, that's the meal all laid out. Man, let's give a potato a try. I'm gonna devour this. Well, took about 15-20 minutes, but I'm all done, and oh man, I am absolute, excuse me, I am absolute, excuse me, oh my, I'm absolutely stuffed. Probably didn't need 3 sausages, 2 would have been good, but hadn't eaten all day when I went in there. Sometimes you kind of eat more with your eyes than your mouth, or your stomach. And actually I got a couple more pieces, my bad. But yeah, done eating now. So I'm actually gonna make the walk back to my vehicle and put all my smelly stuff away. Just because I'm not that far away. So we'll do that, and then probably just gonna hang out. So yeah. All right guys, so got a couple fans with me somehow. So this is David, Ivan, and Maria. Probably 1 in a million chance, but I was just down walking around my camp there, and David's walking through the bushes. I kind of looked over at him and he's like, Nick! He's commented on the videos a lot before, and we camp around the same area. So he insisted we'd see each other at some point, and finally happened. I can't believe it though. It's a crazy chance. So yeah, say hi guys. But yeah, David has a channel as well. Actually, I'll link it in the description, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. So nice to meet you guys. Yeah, so crazy. Like I said, just went for a quick walk down to the main area in order to drop off the garbage in my Jeep, and along the way I see a guy walking in the bushes. We kind of make eye contact, and he's like, Nick! I had an idea who he was, because he's commented a lot on the channel, and we've talked before. I know he kind of camps in this area as well, so I guess we were sort of bound to meet each other at some point. But like, I'm not even famous. How does the chances of that are insane, but that's so cool. So yeah, good to meet you, David, and yeah, that's crazy. All right, so it's been probably about 2 hours since the last clip. I've just been kind of hanging out, and it's about 12 o'clock right now, so starting to wind down. And I was gonna say, one of the things that always surprises me about the summer, it's we're around the longest day of the year. Might even be the longest day of the year today. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it always surprises me how much light we get up here. Like, even being 12, if the flash wasn't shining in my eyes, I could probably still see some hints of brightness. And then it'll only be like 3 or 4 hours before the sun slowly starts making its way up again. But then in the winter, it's dark, 18 hours a day. So kind of all over the place. But yeah, like I said, just been hanging out. Got my sleeping bag out and stuff. And actually, I'll show you guys something that kind of sucks that happened here. So had my sleeping bag a little too close to the fire, and lesson learned, I caught it. I walked up to it and saw a big ash burning on there, and was able to get it off, but as you can see, it was a little too late. Burned a nice hole through my sleeping bag, so that sucks. Lesson learned. I'm hoping I can just patch that up. Okay, and then I'll show you guys my sleep setup. I had to do some experimenting to figure out what's gonna work best, just because right in the middle here, there's pretty much like a giant hump. So what I'm thinking is we'll put this about there, maybe. Do a bit more this way. And then I mean, there is that hump kind of right here, but you know what? It's not too bad because when I put my pillow here, it honestly sort of creates a natural curve in my hip area. And then let me test the other side. Oh yeah, that's quite nice. That'll work. And yeah, it's not too often that I've just slept right on the ground. At least, except for the winter, obviously, right? So yeah, there's definitely a lot of bugs. We're just gonna kind of pretend they're not here, I guess, and do my best. It's it'll be a new one, but honestly excited for it. So I'm going to let the fire die down here, and then I'm actually gonna put down this side of the tarp, so it's kind of like a teepee sort of thing. And yeah, I'll probably start winding down for bed. Yeah, I've actually never slept in like an A-frame type shelter, and it's quite cozy actually. Kind of just feels like a tent sort of, just with the sides missing or the ends. So yeah, it's really not too bad. Good morning, guys. I probably look like I just slept for the past year, and I mean, it makes sense because it's 11 o'clock or 11:30 now. So I went to bed around 1. I was planning on, or I set my alarm for 9:30, thinking that there's no way I'm probably gonna get like 2 hours of sleep, which is pretty uncomfortable. Hips are hurting and stuff. But yeah, despite waking up a few times, I actually slept probably about 10 hours, which I'm so thankful for. This is risky this was kind of risky because I have a long day today going back to work. I'm probably going to be up for near 24 hours. And that wasn't going to be fun on 2 hours of sleep. So super thankful I actually got a great sleep, and yeah, beautiful morning too. Sun's out, and yeah. Well, I'm gonna start getting packed up here. I have an appointment to get to, and like I said, slept in a little bit, so ideally I want to be out of here in the next 20 minutes. Bit to pack up though. All right, guys. Well, I'm all packed up, and yeah, ready to go. So it's been a really fun one. Like I said yesterday, I really enjoyed this spot. It's honestly beautiful. And yeah, I think I'll probably come back to this area, maybe this spot again. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely did, and I learned how to sleep with the bugs. That's for sure. And honestly, they didn't even bother me too much. But yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya.